Hey, what's up guys, just Boost here and welcome back to another Digimon gameplay video. Today I have a match from locals between two pretty cool decks. We have Mervamon on the left, piloted by Abdul, against my friend Edwin on Ulforce, which I also featured in the last video. But I figured this matchup was pretty interesting, so I decided to record this. This was the last matchup of the tournament. Both these players are 2-1, because I already got another match with Greymon. And the finals was Greymon versus Bloomlord, but I didn't really want to capture that because I don't want to spam the channel with just Greymon gameplay, and I really think people enjoy seeing these decks in action. Sadly, as you're going to see, I didn't quite capture the entire trash of the purple player, so we can't really see what's in there a lot of the time, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, we see Dark Risemon coming down here, and I think we see like a second or third turn Ulforce as well. Ulforce on evolve is going to play the Rena, which is going to give it evade and blocker, and then it's going to unsuspend by its own effect and gain 2 memory, one because of Rena and one because of, I think it's the X1 Vmon that's in the stack, and then it's going to be bouncing the Dark Risemon. Purple going to evolve into Labramon, and then going to swing with the Icemon. He really wants to draws, I guess, and Ulforce decides not to block her, which is fair. I think Fairy pretty much just wants to keep the evade effect live there. We can't see it, but Purple is going to gain a memory here, and I assumed it was because he was discarding the purple Nidogmon, which has, if it's discarded from the hand, then you can gain 1 memory. And we see Enlock, you're actually hitting Revive from Darkness and double Jack rate there, so that's definitely pretty unlucky, not something you want to be seeing, but it is what it is, I guess. Ulforce going in here, now he's going to be able to tap the Rena to bring out another Tamer. If he wants to, just explain the effect here, I think. So he's going to tap the Rena, and then use the unevolve effect, which is bring out a Tamer, which brings out Rena, and this is like the best thing you can do with the deck, right? So he's going to bring out Rena, he's going to gain a bunch of memory from the inheritables and Rena as well. And then it's going to do a check here, and it hits something, which doesn't delete the Ulforce. And Ulforce is going to do a little thinker and just swing in again, tap the Rena, bring out another Tamer to unsuspend it. Let's see what Tamer is. It's going to be Jerry, which is going to be able to bring out a Leomon if he has it. And he does. That Leomon's so strong. Like, maybe in this matchup it's not the best per se, but especially against the Greymon, it's very good because it can kind of struggle to out the Ulforce stack if the Leomon's also on the field. Vmon coming down here, it's going to be able to add a blue Tamer, and I think it added another Jerry. I'm not sure. And now the Ulforce is going to be able to swing again if he wants to. It does have a Fate and blocker now, going to hit in Cerebrusmon. Then he's just going to be able to hard play the tie here, which is going to unspend the Ulforce once again, and I think he's going to keep it unsuspended here, yeah, and then he's going to evolve into Veedramon in the back to set up for a potential other stack next turn. And now it's going to be really rough, I think, for Purple to get back into the game. He doesn't really have the trash setup necessary to go like Jack rate and then go into plays. So yeah, he's going to swing. Ulforce is going to trigger Jerry to draw a card, and then he's going to block with the Leomon, which is very nice because now you can draw a card and gain 2 memory, which significantly limits the options for Purple. So even if he has something like Icemon and then level 5, there's not much he can do because he does now have 0 memory to work with. Which is one of the reasons why the Leomon's so strong. He's just going to go into Labramon to draw 1, discard 1, but like realistically, what can he do at this point in the game, right? Like Ulforce, even without unsuspending the Ulforce once, he has potentially game on board. Let's see which route he's going to take. He's going to boost the Ulforce by 1000, swing, tap Rena, bring out a Tamer, bring out another Rena. Yeah, this just has to be game, right? It's going to gain like a bazillion memory. From all these inheritables, yeah. Gain like 4 memory or something from all the Renas as well. 5 memory maybe even. Yeah. Not gonna matter that much. Going to bring out Davis here on the swing. He actually reviews 4 cards here, I think, but it's not going to matter, right? Maybe it was 3, but it looked like 4, but again, like, it doesn't matter. He just hints into Nidog, I think, and then that's just gonna be the game. So yeah, very decisive victory for Ulforce here. I really noticed a lot of people didn't really think the Ulforce deck was very good, but in my opinion, it's really one of the best decks in the format. I've been testing against it more than any deck, I think. And I really think it's very strong. And that's a very decent Black or Greymon matchup as well, especially with the Leomon engine. So I definitely think it's a good contender. Purple going to make blue start here. Blue is going to start a very strong start with the Vmon and then going to blue memory boost. And then purple goes into Ignite-mon, hard plays Gazi, and then evolves into Icemon. Probably would have been better to evolve into Icemon first, just because, you know, it gives you more potential options because of the card draw. But yeah, the Gazimon is very strong against Ulforce, especially with the setup it has right now, because it does block the memory boost, as well as all the memory gaining effects of the Vmon and Veedramon inheritables. Then he's just going to a hard play Dark Rhizomon there. Sorry about the glare. Now the jamming Veedramon is going to, to come out here. He's going to play Tai, and then, so he tries to trigger the memory here, but the opponent's like, no, Gazimon, so a little bit of a misplay on the Ulforce side there. But let's see how he gets out of this. He's going to swing with the jamming Veedramon, hit into security where it hits the, is it Back for Revenge? Which it doesn't have a security effect, so it just goes to the trash. And he actually is going to pass turn here, so definitely doesn't have what he wants to. And Dark Rhizomon as retaliation is going to swing into the Veedramon here to get rid of it. And suddenly it's looking like quite good for purple. He's going to discard Nidhogg there to gain an additional memory. Go to 4. Let's see if he wants to get even more cards. Well, no, he doesn't. He just goes into the werewolf mode. And then he's going to swing. Pretty risky, but it does survive security check, so that's definitely very good. And then it actually goes into Bagramon, which says if your opponent has like, I think it's 1 or less Digimon on the field, you can look at the head and discard one of the cards. And then if it has 2 or more, you can put one of the Digimon or your opponent's field into the Digivolution source of the other one, basically, of another Digimon. So very strong, and we actually see that he discarded the only rookie here, so Ulforce is going to be forced to hard play Veedramon here, which is not definitely not what you want to be doing. Galmon going to swing here, Mervamon draw, and discard Analog Youth. And now, yeah, already watch the match, and something very, very interesting is going to happen here. So the Bagramon is going to swing into the Gabumon, but now Purple's going to first go Analog Youth, and he picks up the Gabumon, discarding or trashing the Icemon and Labramon. And now, I think it's a little bit risky swinging with the Gazimon, because if it does get deleted, it actually will make all the memory gain stuff live. However, the real rough thing here is that the Rina on play says that it gives the Veedramon that's on field evade here. And that means that originally, I think, Purple was going to play the Death Claw and just get rid of the Veedramon and basically win the game on the spot. But now, since he hit the Rina as less security, which gives the Veedramon evade, that actually means that he can't out or answer the Veedramon, and that means that actually that potentially Ulforce will be able to get back into the game, especially since the Veedramon can just swing over the Gazimon now to make the memory boost live. Which is exactly what's going to happen here. It's going to pop the boost, and now he can potentially go into a level 5 and then go into Ulforce, play out the Tamer, and bounce the Bagramon onto the hand, which is definitely very rough, I think. And if I remember correctly, that's exactly what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, Ulforce is in a very, very good spot. He does also pick up the rookie there, the Gabumon, which I think is an amazing addition to the Ulforce deck. Then evolves for 4 into Ulforce. And bring out a Tamer, which is going to bring out Jerry, so it's not just any Tamer, but a really good Tamer at this point as well. And now, since he has 3 Tamers on the field, he is going to be able to bounce to level 6 when the Ulforce unsuspends. Very strong against Purple, since now all the Gabumon and the Mervamon and stuff don't trigger. And bring out the Leomon, gain 2 memory. And where it looked like Purple is going to have a very easy victory here, hitting into that Rina just totally changed the course of the game. For the worse if you are Purple. And at this point, I don't really see how Purple is going to get back into the game at all. Especially if Ulforce has multiple Rina or something like that in hand. He can potentially even go for game next turn. He'll have to do 5 checks, 6 checks even. But it is possible, it's definitely possible. But we'll see if he's actually going to succeed at it. Well, also he has the Leomon, right, so you can potentially try to swing and gain 2 more memory and draw an additional card. Going to swing here. Then tap the Arena, I assume, to activate the effect to play out the Tamer. And now if he does have the Arena, I assume he's going to play it out. He doesn't though, he's going to play out the Jerry, which is going to play out another Leomon if he has it. But first some memory gain effects, then yeah, bring out the Leomon. Hit into the Revive from Darkness, which is going to be added to the hand. And now I don't even think it's necessarily... Well, he's first going to draw a card with the V-Tamer. Maybe digging for a Tamer to once again go into the... Oh no, he will specifically need Rena here to do more Ulforce shenanigans. Or I guess just a local Tamer actually also works. Like another V-Tamer Tire or something. But yeah, but this is a really good play in my opinion. He's going to go swing with the Veedramon to trigger the Gabumon effect. And now he's going to actually pick up the Rena with the Gabumon effect, which is very nice. And now, yeah, you can potentially... or no, I think he first has to play the Arena. He's going to attack with Leomon first. Probably, I assume, to play around something like Jax Raid. And now, yeah, I was going to say, if there's no Jax Raid, it's just going to be game. Plays out the V-Tamer, and he doesn't even need to Arena. And that is the game. Yeah, Ulforce taking it pretty convincingly. Definitely a very good game. GG.